Bring you more, of course, in the headlines at 11:30 this morning. In the meantime... Now, I have three likely lads sat in front of me who are setting off on a Top Gear style challenge, as I understand it, hence the Top Gear music in the background. This could be the biggest challenge in the world. Let's find out more about these likely lads then. Firstly, we have Chris Flint here. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
You're head of engineering at Boots, is that right?
Engineering manager for logistics, yes.
Right, okay. Sat next to you is James, who works for a telecommunications company. You work in sales at the moment.
I do.
Which is great, but in a previous life you were an engineer as well.
I was.
Okay. And talking of engineering, we have Gary Jenkinson here as well, who is a Boots engineer. Good morning.
Good morning.
So then, tell me about this challenge that you're about to undertake.
So what this is about is we're obviously big Top Gear fans, and that's part of where the idea came from. We're also wanting to raise money for the fantastic charity that is Macmillan, and therefore we thought we'd combine the two things, and we have come up with a challenge to drive a £215 Volvo from Beeston, Nottingham, all the way to Barcelona and back in 6 days.
Right. So this is the kind of thing you see Clarkson and May and the little fella doing on Top Gear. Oh, is that you? Oh, Richard Hammond is here. I hadn't noticed a similarity. I thought he just sat on a cushion. Anyway, so it's the kind of thing you see on the telly, and you thought we could do a similar kind of thing.
We could do it on a much less budget, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. See, some people would go on a bike ride or do a bit of a run or something like that. It's a different way of raising some money at the end of the day, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's all about, raising the profile for Macmillan. We're going to have a bit of a laugh at the same time, and hopefully, get to Barcelona and back, and get it out there to as many people as we can. Which is why we're here today and talking to yourself, and we're really excited and try and get some money for Macmillan.
Who set the budget of the car at £200? Was that just a figure plucked out of the air?
No, so the budget was actually 250, and that is set by part of the rally is we're going it alone, and part of the rally is we join up with an official organised rally that travels from Calais to Barcelona, so less than half of the overall journey, and the stipulation of that rally is that it's £250 maximum spend.
Right, and the car was 219.
215.
Oh, 250.
15, 215.
I overvalued the car.
Yes.
So it's a Volvo. We're going to be hearing more about the car in just a few moments, and you can show us around it and whatever. We'll take some pictures in just a tick. I'm interested to know why Macmillan, of all the causes and all the charities in the world, why Macmillan?
Well, the slogan of Macmillan is of course Miles for Macmillan, so it fits well in with that. As you mentioned previously, myself and Gary work for Boots. Boots have worked closely with Macmillan, so there's that affiliation there as well. But generally, there are not many people that get through life without being affected by cancer in some way, be it themselves or someone close to them, and so it's obviously a just cause.
You mentioned there, I mean, it is very, very good cause close to lots of people's hearts. This is designed to be a little bit of fun as well as a fundraiser. Are you a little bit concerned? I mean, like I say, we'll meet the car, so to speak, in just a minute. Are you a little bit worried? Are you going to get through this? Will it make the journey?
I'm fairly confident, actually.
Are you?
Fairly confident.
Yeah,
that's
quite
one out of three.
Yeah. It's, I think like I said, the rally itself has got a level of support, and between us, we've always sort of messed about with cars and things like that. So, if the car was slightly newer, more expensive, more advanced, then I think we'd probably struggle. But yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, you're okay about it. Yeah. All right. So presumably, what do you drive in shifts? You take it in turn? Because how long's the distance? What's the distance?
It's 2,200 miles in total.
Oh, wow.
But it's a mix of some sort of main A roads, motorways, but some of it we go through Andorra. So the roads are really small mountainous roads. And so on that day, it's only about 250 miles that day, but it takes a long time because it's done at really low speeds. And obviously it's an old car, and it won't take too much abuse. So we've got to nurse it all the way there.
Yeah. So you stop over. You don't just do this constantly and you sort of rotate drivers. You do stop.
We do stop, yeah. So there's different checkpoints booked along the way, where we'll obviously rest for the evening, and then we probably average around 350, something like that a day, but there's some bigger days, particularly on the return leg.
Yeah. So that's the thing, you've got to get there and then get all the way back.
And the return leg is by ourselves, so we could be in a world of trouble if anything happens on the way back.
Right, okay. But he's saying this with a smile on his face, so we will wait and see. Well, look, I'm very curious to know what kind of car you get for £215. So you did come in well below budget. It's got through the MOT and all of that.
It has, yeah, with lots.
I sound like some kind of police officer here, right? You don't have to explain yourselves to me. You've got paperwork for your vehicle and all that. It got through.
It got through the MOT first time. We spent a lot of time beforehand preparing it and making sure it was ready to go. So about 60 hours probably in total so far. There's still some bits that weren't sort of MOT wise, didn't need doing, but still need picking up before we make the journey. Yeah, it was a bargain for £215.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to wish you well for it. I'm going to let you go outside and you can talk us through the car, which is parked outside.
Yep.
Okay, hasn't got a ticket, I don't think, just yet. So you should be fine. And we'll talk to you more about the car itself and about the trip in just a tick. It's BBC Radio Nottingham. And by the way, we'll pop a link from our Facebook page so that you can get involved yourself in what these boys are doing. It's 11:22, and this is Sac Cafe. Last half hour recap to come. Travel news next as well. And travel with a twist, really, as you've been hearing from Chris and Gary and James. Two of them work for Boots, and they've decided to have a charity challenge with a difference. It's very much a la Top Gear, this. So they've bought themselves a 200 quid banger. It's a Volvo, and the three of them and the Volvo and Nigel Bell are just outside the BBC now.
Yeah, I can see why you wanted to stay indoors, Mark. It's freezing out here, but I am stood in front of the beast that is going to transport our intrepid trio to Barcelona. Now then, Gary, just describe this Volvo to us. Motorbikes go by. Thank you very much. Live radio. Was that fun?
Okay, so it's a 2-litre turbo Volvo 940 Estate. It's a faded red/pink colour. It's got a checkered bonnet. Gold racing stripes down the side, and of course some beautiful gold alloys / wheel trims.
Yeah, it's got lovely souped up. It's an L reg, and look at that bonnet. You've got that Grand Prix styly finishing flag on the bonnet, so it's obviously when you're whizzing into Barcelona, everybody will know that you're there, you're first.
Absolutely. You know, it's a really good cause for what we're doing it for, Macmillan. And you know, we just want to raise the profile of it, and a part of that is decorating the car and, you know, getting it noticed. You've got the Macmillan stickers on the car, so hopefully people will see it and try and, you know, find out what it's all about.
Now, if we go around the back, you have got a little sign here. If you can read this, "I've lost my caravan." Was that you, or was that a previous owner?
It was actually me, personally.
Right. That's a bit sad when people do that, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
No, it was a sticker that I just happened to have, you know.
I'm a bit worried as well that you've got all the Macmillan cancer paraphernalia in the back. You've also got a crash helmet. Are you going to do something like a Tom Cruise Mission Impossible motorbike suddenly whizzes out of the back of the car?
It's not planned. But no, you know, we're trying to cover every eventuality. You know, anything could happen on this rally.
It is luxury, I think, because it's a big enough car. You can spread out inside. You know, Chris, there's no problems there.
No, there's plenty of room. It's got all the luxuries that you'd expect in a car of that age. It's got no air conditioning, one electric window. It's just what you'd want to drive to a sunny country.
Let's just check out the tyres. Not much tread there. Joking.
No, they're all legal.
So how far have you actually driven it since you got it?
It's just done about 210 miles, something like that, since its MOT, since it was road legal.
Right, and on the clock, how many miles is on the clock?
160,000.
Oh, it's a wee nipper. It's a diesel. It'll be fine. They go on forever.
No, it's petrol.
Right, let's get around the front then, because I want to hear if this machine will actually start first time. This is the important thing. Oh, like the windscreens on your headlamps as well. Oh, it's all mod cons here. So here we are. We're going to turn it on. Let's hear the hum of the engine. Oh yes. Nice bit of exhaust. And for the final flourish, Mark, here we go. When they enter Barcelona, this is the sound that our intrepid trio will be belting out to all those Spaniards. There we go. Good luck, lads. And let us know how you get on. Keep us informed.
Brilliant stuff, Nigel. Thank you. And Chris and Gary and James doing this for Macmillan. They've got a Just Giving type site for this. We'll pop a link from our Facebook page if you'd like to see a picture of this beauty of a car. £215. The budget was 250, so they're well under budget for that. And it's a bit like yesterday when we were talking about the vintage Ford Capri. You know, so many things on cars now you take for granted. Electric windows, air conditioning. Oh yeah, you get those as standard pretty much nowadays on all cars now. You go back a few years, windy windows, vinyl roofs it was yesterday, not quite in the case of this Volvo today. Anyway, we'll pop a link from our Facebook page in a wee bit. That's Mark Dennison on BBC Radio Nottingham. Click on like. It's 11:30 exactly. News headlines now on BBC Radio Nottingham.